shaking is a really important way to just free up your qi and to get your qi flowing through your sinews, through the more external meridians. And those are the meridians that help protect you from the external pathogens, okay? So you need to stimulate your qi, and we call that the wei qi. And that wei qi is driven by this core energy that is stored in our kidneys, okay? Kidneys, just like we have two kidneys, but imagine that energy in the core of your being, so in the center, okay? And in today's short little demonstration, I want to kind of take off from where we were last week, or a couple weeks ago, and talk a little bit about the heart and kidney connection and the triple burner some more. And in relation to that, I wanted to start by saying how we've all heard how laughter is the best medicine. And in Chinese medicine, we take that very seriously because joy is the emotion of the heart. And when the heart is able to express itself and open up, it's the organ that can manifest miracles in our life. And only you can do that. Practitioner cannot do that for you. You have to have the willingness to open your own heart. Okay? So that's the most important thing I'm going to say today. And the heart-kidney relationship is what allows this process to happen, because the kidneys is where we store our essence, and in the Taoist belief system, that essence is programmed with our curriculum in life that we are supposed to unfold in our lifetime. What doesn't get lived out gets saved for another time. And that energy of the kidneys stores what we call the Jing, the willpower. That's our volition. It's also this intimate aspect of ourself. So if the heart and kidney are well connected, we could bring the love from our heart into our kidneys and embrace ourselves with unconditional love. Not only that, when the heart and kidneys are connected, the kidneys could bring that willpower to help give us the volition to open up our heart so we can heal those around us. We could help heal the world. Okay? And as they say in Chinese medicine, vaporize phlegm. So what is phlegm? We talk about fluids, and when fluids get too congealed, which is because fluids get stagnated, fluids get overheated. So when there's too much heat, the fluids congeal, and you could have something that becomes intractable. Okay, it's something that doesn't resolve easily. It could be literally like a tumor, it could be a cyst, it could be a swollen gland, or it could just be phlegm that manifests as a very stubborn condition in our life. Okay, so when the heart and kidney are in communication, we have a greater ability to help that heart open and vaporize the phlegm in our life. Okay? This could be a spontaneous event, as some people experience spontaneous healing, or it could just happen through a slow cultivational process. And that makes me think that another important thing is we have a lot more time on our hands. I know some of you are working a lot from home. Many of us aren't able to work, so we have more time for self-cultivation, to spend more time with ourselves, to eat better, to exercise more, meditate, and take more time for self-reflection, okay? So with all that being said, The triple heater is the system that helps, it's a fire organ, and that's what helps drive this kidney energy through the body. And the triple heater is about helping the fluids flow properly, so it helps harmonize the three burners in the body, these organ systems in the body. And in that process, it helps purify the fluids. Okay? And the triple heater is so important because it can help clear out toxic heat at the deepest level of our body. Okay, so with that being said, working with the triple heater, working to help the heart communicate with the kidneys is really imperative to resolve very difficult health issues and also just psychological and emotional issues as well. The heart has a protection around it, and that's called the pericardium, the heart protector. And that system takes on the traumas, the emotional issues that we have not been able to resolve in our life. So one of the things to consider if we want to open that heart is to help that heart protector release some of its bind around the heart itself. The meridian of the pericardium starts in the chest and comes out by the side of the nipple and goes down the center of your arm into your middle finger. And that's why when we did our mudra in the last class, we stuck that finger towards the armpit to help it release. Okay? Today we're going to just simply stretch it. So let's start by just doing a simple stretch to help open up the heart protector. And then just breathe comfortably as you're pushing your wrist out as you pull your hands back. Do it as long as you feel comfortable. Slowly come out of that. Do the other side. Slowly come out of that. And then just relax your wrists. And then shake that out. As we did in last class, one way to help move the stagnant energy of the chest is you shake right in front of your chest very vigorously. And then I like to do this movement. You could feel the Qi go into your tips of your fingers, stimulate your Yang Qi, your Wei Qi. Either fortify or help you release. Brings Qi into your hands, and then you could simply feel that energy, and you could bring it into your kidneys, heart, kidneys. Big powerful point comes right out of here relating to the pericardium in the center of your palm. And that's how you bring healing to yourself or others. Okay, so once you start doing that, now you're starting to cultivate your healing power. Okay, bring that energy into your kidneys. And then just take a few breaths, and now you want to breathe just in and out of your nose. And then relax. I want to work work on the triple heater meridian. So they're paired. The pericardium is the yin aspect, the triple heater is the yang aspect. Okay? They're both fire organs. The triple heater will help vent some of the heat, that emotional stress trapped in your pericardium. Okay? So if once this starts to open up, you want to help it release out. So then the triple heater needs to be opened up and released, and that goes all the way into the shoulders here. So you could either like squeeze and release. You could pat this. Okay, give it some good pats. Side of the shoulder, another powerful point. They say this actually helps break up phlegm anywhere in the body, especially in the throat area, thyroid. So right behind the shoulder here. You could do a little massage there. The tricep is where the triple heater goes. And give that a little pat on the elbow. And then you could rub along the top of your forearm, and then give that a little pat there. And we'll do the other side. You can pat it. You can massage it. So right about where your fingers are, when you put your hand on the top of your shoulder, right where your fingers are landing is the area you want this to open up. And then go down into the back of the shoulder, right on the outer edge of your deltoid muscle, a little triangular muscle here, caps your shoulder. Rub that tricep. Get that energy moving out of the joints where it gets stuck. Rub the top of the forearm, pat the wrist, and then shake. Shake with the back of the hand towards the ground. And you can bounce. When you're bouncing, you're stimulating your kidneys. So I'm bouncing off my heels. Now, Qi Gong requires you to concentrate and to feel the change. So now go into your Wu Ji stance, the stance of emptiness. Your feet are shoulder width apart. Your hands are about 45 degrees, and that allows your armpits to hollow a little bit. Relax your chin so the top of your head can lift up a little bit. And then let your tailbone sink a little bit. So as you're anchoring into the earth, you're extending up to heaven, and then the center can start to relax. The middle burner. Okay? Now we've talked about this heart-kidney relationship and how important it is, but oftentimes we have interference, and that interference comes from the liver. And the liver controls that diaphragm. So if we have a lot of tension in the diaphragm, or even in the abdomen, all these areas need to be opened up. If it's more your abdomen, I recommend, if you have a lot of tension in your abdomen, I recommend doing some psoas release, first of all. You could look on YouTube, PSOAS, psoas release techniques will be very useful for you. A lot of times you have a lot of bound up muscles in there. That's going to block blood flow between the upper and lower burners. To relax your diaphragm, as we just said, relates to relaxing your liver, okay? And the liver is paired up with your gallbladder in Chinese medicine. These are the wood elements. Wood is between fire and water, so it's the harmonizer. And the way to relax the wood element, because wood gets really stressed very easily, is you got to do twisting motions. So you got to make sure your rotations are free. You're able to open up your hips and your shoulders, okay? So one exercise that I showed last time that I always like to use to help open up these rings around the body, the diaphragm and the shoulder and the pelvis, is a simple sotai technique. And the way we do that is we basically watch my feet now. I'm just pivoting to one side and I'm pivoting to the other side. I'm finding the direction that is easiest for me. I can swing more comfortably to my left. When we look at this film, it's going to be the right. But anyhow, find the direction that you're comfortable with, okay? We're only going to we'll do 3 to 5 movements in the comfortable direction. We actually teach this 5 repetitions, okay? You inhale with your arms up, and then you exhale as you rotate. At the end point, take another breath. Hold it, and then you relax. Inhale, exhale, inhale, hold it, relax. You'll notice each time you rotate, you're going to be pointing a little bit farther, okay? Inhale, exhale, inhale, release. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. So each time I was rotating farther. And then after you do about 5 of those, you'll see that your movement's much more balanced. If you still feel a little bit stuck in one direction, just repeat the easy direction, okay? As you see, that's going to be opening up rotations in your neck, in your thoracic area, in your hips, okay? So you're covering a lot of bases there. Rotations help relax the wood energy, okay? After you do that, you want to gather that energy because you're releasing energy and bring it down. And if you remember, if you saw the first video, when you bring your arms up, you're bringing the fire up your back. And then you're bringing the water down the front. Do that a few times. Pause. Evaluate your breath. Do you notice it changing? Are you breathing in different spaces now? Are you starting to feel more grounded? Now bring your feet together. If you can, touch your ankles. We're going to bring our hands together. We're going to breathe out. Breathing out through the mouth helps you clear. Clear that heat trapped in your heart. Inhale through your nose, pushing down, pushing out. Breathe out as you lean to the side. Inhale up. Breathe out. Opposite side. Breathe out. If you feel comfortable only in one direction, repeat that easy side. Don't do the tight side. If you're comfortable in both directions, do both sides. We'll do a couple more. Inhale up. Breathe out. Inhale up. Breathe out. In. Out. In, out. In, up. Breathe out, coming down, pushing out. Wuji stance. Empty your body. One simple technique to feel yourself lighten up is when you inhale, imagine the pores of your skin closing. When you exhale, imagine the pores of your skin opening and the bad, negative energy releasing. Inhale, exhale, expand, open, release the bad chi. So we have one more system that gets in the way of the heart and kidney. That's the earth element. Relates to your digestion. The earth organs are the spleen and the stomach. They move in different directions. The spleen likes to ascend. It brings the chi to help build blood into your heart. It brings the fluids into your lungs to nourish the tissue. The lungs don't like to be dry. Very important to hydrate at this time. Brings the fluids into your sensory organs. So your eyes have moistures, your mouth and your sinus, okay? The stomach, on the other hand, goes down. So we could purge out what we don't need, okay? If the stomach and spleen are not in harmony, the central chi gets jammed up. You'll get some digestive problems. Gassiness, indigestion, can impact, you could get reflux, all these different symptoms. Irritable bowel can develop. In Qi Gong movement, we say, to harmonize the spleen and the stomach, you need to move the arms in opposite directions, okay? So in the last class, we did that in all different directions. So I'm just going to repeat that today as well. So, for the first one, we'll work from the top down. So this is the stance of heaven. So bring your feet together, ankles together. So when your feet are together like this, it's more of an ascending energy, okay? So bringing the energy up. This is called separating heaven and earth. So you're going to inhale, and then as you separate your hands, you exhale. Really suck in your belly. Keep exhaling as you rotate towards the lower hand. When you're ready to inhale, drop the hand, the upper hand, into the closest to your body. Take your breath, separate as you exhale. Keep exhaling as you rotate. Inhale as you come down. And I'm breathing out my mouth because I want to release bad chi. Inhale back. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Step out. Here we're going to go into more of a sitting position. When you start to sit, you're bringing energy into your center. If you sit too much, your center gets weak. But when you do sitting postures like this, you're helping accumulate energy to strengthen the Qi of your earth. Okay? Put your hands open like this and relax. As you inhale, you're going to push off the floor, push against the floor, so your knees are going to extend, okay? So you're going to inhale as I bring my hand back. And then I'm going to breathe out as I sink. Inhale as I come back, rising up. Really open up, sink, suck in, releasing. Really want to open your center, and then inhale as you rise up, breathe out. Inhale, rise up. Rise up, inhale. Sink, release. In. Out. In, rise up. Relax. Couple more. In, rise up. Relax. Empty, empty. Inhale. One more. Uji stance. Hands about 45 degrees. Armpits are hollow. Inhale, close your pores. Exhale, open your pores. Inhale, consolidate your Qi. Exhale, empty the bad Qi. Make a wider stance. Now this is the earth stance. This is heaven. This is what they call the humanity stance, more neutral between heaven and earth. And then the earth stance is the horse stance. So you go into a deeper crouching posture, okay? So this really anchors you. This is the bow, stretching the bow. So bring your hands in with your inhale. And then exhale. Remember, this is the mudra. So this is opening the lung channel. This helps gather the energy back, so it's harmonizing. Releasing the lungs, drawing the energy back. Back into our horse stance. Inhale, release. Relax your shoulders. Inhale, inhale, release. Inhale, inhale, release. Inhale, inhale, release. Inhale, inhale, release. Inhale, release. Inhale, come back. Wuji stance. Do as many of those as you're comfortable. spending more time today standing and waiting because I feel in practice, Qi Gong, there's 3 criteria in Qi Gong practice. One is proper posture, one is having the proper breath, and then proper concentration, or just having some self-awareness, okay? Because in our Western culture, we spend a lot of time on treadmills or running, and we're distracted to what's going on within ourselves, okay? We're watching TV, we're reading a book while we're on the treadmill like a hamster on a wheel. It's generating a lot of heat, not really bringing us back to ourselves, okay? That's what Qigong is about. Some people say you could practice Qigong a few times a week. That's okay if you want to just maintain your current state of health. But if you want to improve your life, if you want to improve your health, you need daily cultivation. If you want to transform something, you got to give it a big effort. Hopefully you have more time now, and that's one of the blessings with this pandemic, is it's giving us this opportunity to be with ourselves more and to help give us the opportunity to perhaps transform some of these issues that we have been holding on to, that we really need to let go and die. We call that rectification of Qi, to let go of our guilt through forgiveness, which is the virtue of the lungs. Opening your lungs helps you let go. And the triple heater has some points on the arm that also help us rectify our Qi. And that's why it helps purify the body down to our very essence, which in Western terms would be like our cellular DNA. So if we're having problems at that level, we need to purify our essence, our Jing. Okay? Let's see. I was going to do a couple of more exercises specifically for the triple heater now. So for the sinew meridian, the rotations of the arms relate to the triple heater, okay? So first, let's loosen up our neck a little bit more. So put your hands on your waist and drop your head down to each side. And once again, pick your easy side, okay? We're going to take a nice deep breath, and as we exhale, go to the easy side. And now when you inhale, bring the shoulder up against your ear and just rock yourself a little bit. Squeezing, holding your breath, and now release. Again, inhale, drop down to the easy side, bring your shoulder up to your ear as you inhale, just hold it. Cradle yourself and release. Again, inhale, exhale, going down to the easy direction, and then inhale as you raise your shoulder up, pressing your head against your shoulder. And let go. Let's do 2 more. Inhale, exhale to the easy side. As you inhale, drop your shoulder, hold it, release. 1 more. Exhale to the easy side. Inhale, raise up your shoulder, press them together. Release. Shake it out. Now you might notice the other side has gotten looser. Okay? So that's really going to be really good to help release the base of your neck. And that's where the triple heater intersects with one of the main fire points here at the base of your neck. So now let's raise our arms and turn your head to each side. One side may be a little bit easier. Pick your easy side, and we're going to inhale, rotate to the easy side as you open your hand to the easy side. And then inhale. So I'm twisting my arms as I rotate. Hold my breath, release. So we'll repeat that. Inhale. As I rotate my head to the easy side, I'm rotating my arms. Inhale. Release. So you want a good inhale, so you want a good rotation, so you really feel your scapula moving around, rotating. Okay? Inhale. Exhale. All of it to the easy side. Inhale, hold. Release. One more. Exhale. Inhale. And release. So as I'm doing that, let's try to loosen up those shoulders a little bit. I feel this area tightening up because that wind is trying to release out of my upper back, okay? So I need to pat that. If it's really hard, make a fist. Get some of the dampness to move, okay? And then slap, get that energy to move out, okay? Do both sides. Shake it out. Get that wind out. Wind is the spasms. It could be neurological, muscle spasms, cramping. Wind could be dizziness. On a psycho-emotional level, wind is created when we just have a lot of resistance to change. Okay, so there's a lot of change going on. Are you okay with it? If not, you might develop some wind type of disorder. Okay. The triple heater, since it manages the fluids, it's very important in the detoxification of dampness. Now this pandemic going on, the COVID coronavirus, it relates to damp heat, and that's why people are getting this really aggressive pneumonia. They say the mucus is so thick they can't breathe and they get on respirators to survive. It's so thick they can't blow it out. They can't get it out. Okay? And you could see dampness in your own body by looking at your tongue. If you have a very thick coating, that means there's already some dampness that's starting to congeal in your body. You want to purify that, and that'll help you prevent contracting a damp heat virus like the coronavirus. That's why right now it's imperative that you hydrate to help move that fluid. It's imperative right now you don't have a lot of sugar, you don't have a lot of dry food, you don't eat too much, drink too much coffee or alcohol, which is going to create a lot of heat and congeal the fluids. Okay? So you got to give your triple heater a chance to operate. That's why vitamin C is so important. It helps hydrate the lungs. Okay? So these are some simple things you could do for yourself. Back to our triple heater. So after we've done this, and you shook it out, then you might notice you're starting to rotate better. So you see how that starts to open up your neck, okay? Once you have it open, you could just inhale, exhale. Or you could inhale, exhale, either way. And bring it up, bring it down. Bring the energy up, bring it down. Now to really recharge your system, help clear out some of that stagnation, I mentioned a breathing that we didn't demonstrate. I mentioned it because it's related to the triple heater Qi Gong exercise. The Senobi breathing, developed in Japan, is something that I wanted to demonstrate because it's a very powerful exercise that give your immune system a charge and helps open up. The man who made it famous, a famous actor in Japan, learned this exercise from his medical doctor as a way to heal his back pain. And after doing this for some weeks, he noticed he dropped like 30 pounds and several inches on his waistline. So they did some studies and they found certain hormones in the body are stimulated. And how the exercise helped people with problems like depression, overweight, these types of metabolic disorders. So the way you do the exercise is you stick one foot out. So I'll start with my left foot. And then you raise your hands as you inhale. As you're raising your hands, tighten up your glutes. And then keep breathing till you get right about to the horizontal position, and then breathe out forcefully as you contract your abdomen. And then relax. And then inhale, inhale, and then relax, inhale, inhale, and then so in my Qi Gong classes, we've made this into a walk. So you could practice where you take a step, breathe out, take a step, breathe out. So now, in this class, we're just going to step out with the right now. Inhale, inhale, and then really suck in, relax. In, breathe out. Cleansing breath out your mouth. In. Pause. Gather. Ground your energy back. Gather. Ground. Gather. Ground. They found that 1 to 3 minutes a day of doing that type of breathing had tremendous impact on increasing growth hormone in the body. That's like 5 or 6 breaths. It's not a lot. Do it a couple times a day. I wouldn't do it right before bed. It might be too stimulating. But morning, afternoon, very good. Let's just stand in Wuji posture for another moment. Regulate your breath. And I thank you for coming today. And please leave a comment for us. Let us know if you had any special experiences. And really look forward to hearing from you. Thanks for joining us. Have a great